In this video, let's talk about satellites sending you emails that can help you in your daily basis administrative task. In other words, let's say that you have your satellite and some publishing is failing, or eventually some publication is failing, or eventually some capsule is not syncing properly. So would you like to receive one email from satellite just say, hey Wally, be aware, this issue is happening. Could you do a double check on that? This would be great. This would be amazing. And today in this video, I'm going to show you how to do this using Gmail. So let's cut to the video. We are here on satellite. During the time that I'm recording this video, I'm using the version 6.16.3. This is the latest version or current version in this time frame. Let's log in on this satellite. And basically, the most configuration that I would like to do here is on the left menu, Administer. We can click on Settings. And there is one specific tab called Email. And basically, this email is the way or the place that I would like to set all the information in a way that my satellite is going to send an email to me. Okay, Wally, if you just hit this button, is this going to send some email? By default, not. This is not sending anything. Eventually, we can see in the logs what's going on, but this is not the point at this moment. I would like to use my personal account in Gmail or my Gmail account just in a way that satellite can authenticate with Gmail and send this email properly. So how can I do that? First things first, let's do a double check in our documentation. docs.redhat.com. Once we are here, we can scroll down, click on Explore All Products. Let's pick satellites or Red Hat satellite. I'm gonna keep in 6.16. This is the current version, the version that I'm using. I'm gonna click on this installing satellite server. This is the installation guide. So the information that you're looking for is over here. I always recommend you guys to click on this single page. This is gonna allow you to type Ctrl F or Command F, and then you can search something here. In this page specifically on the left menu, I would like to search by outgoing. And then we can see this option, configuring satellite server for outgoing emails. If we take a look, basically this is the section that's gonna introduce how we can set up properly satellite to send emails. Basically, we can access the satellite web UI, administer settings. We do have this one here, administer settings. Then click on email tab, and we have some information. I have some different ways to send this information. I can be using like Gmail as a SMTP, or I can have a relay in my company, internally in my company. For the sake of this video, we are going to be using Gmail, okay? So let's do this. We can see that on item 2 or the second item, we have one configuration for Gmail as this configuration. So Wally, what should I do? Just follow these steps over here. Yeah, basically that's it. Simple. There is one small detail I'm going to show you in a few, but let's follow this step over here and let's see what is the detail pretty soon. So the delivery method will be SMTP. By default, you can see my screen. Let me bump this a little bit to be better. If we return, we can see delivery method is SMTP. By default, we have send mail. So we can click over there, drop down menu, SMTP. So we just update that information. Again, you can see anytime that we change something on this configuration or under the configuration, the settings of satellites, they will be, in general, they will be something like this. They will be bold, they will be strong, you know, and then you can know, okay, this is not the original value or this is not the standard value. If you just come back to send mail, this is the standard one. You can see that this is not bold anymore. So yeah, this is a nice point to keep in mind, because whenever you look to this page, okay, I know this is not the standard. We changed something here. So SMTP is the first one. SMTP address, smtp.gmail.com. Hey Wally, can I put something else here? No, you have to use this one, SMTP address. We can take a look. SMTP address is empty. Let's click over there. You can copy and paste. Be aware about typos. If you are typing, eventually typos is the worst to find, because these will be like, we'll be spending a lot of time just trying to see what's wrong. If we go to the next one, SMTP authentication, the configuration should be plain. We have SMTP authentication. The current value is known. So let's click over here. You can see the drop down menu, plain, and submit. SMTP hello domain. So let's copy this one. SMTP hello domain, empty. Let me paste once again. SMTP enable start TLS auto is set to yes. This is by default here, set to yes. So we are good with that. SMTP password. Let's skip this one for now. Let's continue, and then I will be back on this. SMTP port 587. The port is over here, by default 25587. This is using the TLS. SMTP username. So I have to type my email. And over here, in this case, I have this email, wallisvideo@gmail.com. You can see over there, or eventually over here. So let me copy and paste this one. Okay, Wally, you do have one password to access this email. Is this the same password that you are gonna type here on this SMTP password? No. If I do that, this is not gonna work. For example, I can type something here, the password that I use to log. And whenever I try to send an email, I'm gonna see something like this. Hey, unable to send email. If I go to the logs, I'm gonna see a lot of errors. This is not authenticating. Basically, this is the problem. What's happening here? And okay, what should be the password? How can I do this configuration? Where can I get this password? There is one feature called app password in your Gmail. You have to allow that. And what is the step to do this? We don't have this in our documentation over here. I opened one request for enhancement or one issue just to improve this information, specifically about the SMTP password, because eventually Google can, or Gmail can just update this process. So we will not be keeping all these steps in our documentation, but at least this reference to app password. And okay, let's see right now, we are in 2024. What is the process to enable or creating this token? It is basically a token. We can click on the 9 dots over here, account. This is gonna open the next page. Let's click on security. And here, I would like to search by app password. And you can see that there is no app password. I can see here signing with app password. App password is not appearing right now because I don't have yet two-factor authentication. This is a requirement. So the first thing that I have to do is access this area. My two-steps verification is off. So I have to click over here. I'm gonna type my password, hit next, and then I can enable my two-steps verification. I can use one authenticator, I can use a phone number, I can set different ways. So I'm gonna set one here using my phone number, and then we will move it on. We can see right now that I got my account updated and my two-steps verification is okay. It is enabled. So now I can just, again, click on security. If you're not here, click on the top and just click on or type app. Look at that. That beauty guy is here already. App password. And at this moment, I would like to create one entry for one application. I know that this will be used by my satellite, so I can do something like this. This will be my satellite production. And then I'm gonna hit create. And why satellite production? Because eventually I can create like multiple credentials for multiple satellites. And this is specifically for my production environment. If I have multiple production environments and then I have one data center, US, another data center EMEA, another data center Asia. I can create something like data center US, for example. It is up to you, the nomenclature, but again, this is just a reference that will allow you to know which place you will be using this, okay? So I have this one. Let's keep this simple. Satellite production. I'm gonna hit create, and now we have the password. Be aware that whenever you click down here, this password is gonna vanish, so there is no way to get this back. You can hit create or create a new one, but you cannot open and copy this information once again. So with that said, let me copy this guy. Let me come back to satellite. Let's click on SMTP password, and this is the password I'm gonna paste over here. Simple like that. So once I have this configured properly, there is no additional information over here. I'm gonna keep this one here yet. So check this out. This is my information about the two-factor authentications. We don't need to see that. So once I'm here, let's hit test email. The email was sent successfully. I'm not seeing any error at this moment. We can see the number 1 over there. This is exciting. Let's take a look, and voila. So wallisvideo@gmail.com, satellite test email. This is a test message that confirms that satellite emails configuration is working. So yeah, there are some additional information here. Trying to send this to root@king.lab. So this is not going to work because this is not a valid email. But we can see on the top that my satellite was able to send this email properly via Gmail. This is cool. This is amazing. And Wally, once I have this already in place, what should I do now? Because I know this is configured. This is working fine. This is properly working. Things that you can think about here. The email reply will be this. Can I change this one? Yes, if you wish. What is the prefix of the email? Will be something like this. If you like to change, feel free to go. See, we have this satellite between brackets over here. This is the information that we are seeing over there. Let me put them side by side. The nice thing is I have another video here talking about different features that you can allow in your satellite server, in your account, user account specifically. But let me show you this. This is the whole configuration. You don't need to do anything. This is all the steps that you have to do just to set up your satellite, sending email via Gmail. Okay? You finish this one, you're good to go. Now let's click on users. And here, let me show you this. I have my user Waldirio, okay? And the user Waldirio has the email waldirio@gmail.com. Then I can see this is the email of this user. I can click on this email preferences, and look at that. I can hit this button, mail enable. We know that the email service is now working fine. Satellite is able to send email using Gmail or through Gmail. I can also hit this button and then see if my email, waldirio@gmail.com, the one over here, is going to receive this one. I'm pretty confident that I will get this information. But what I would like to show you here is this. There are different kind of notifications that you can allow, enable, in a way that you'll be getting notified. Can be daily, or can be like this one, for example, is subscribed. If your content view promote fail, let's say that the content view promotion fail like 10 times during the day, you will receive 10 different emails about that process. So this is per time. If that action happened, there you go. Different from this one. This is like a daily email. In one specific time of the day, satellite is gonna send one email with like a complete report. So again, feel free to take a look on this. I have another video just talking about all those features. But the important message here is, in order to this to work, we have to do this configuration. Wally, which configuration? The one that we just did. In this case, we are working with Gmail. And just to recap, administer, settings on the left menu, email, all the information that we have here. That's it. We have all the steps, all the fields that we need to update. Do I need this one over here anymore? Not at all. Let's hit done. That's okay. We have that password over there. We can still working. My satellite's in production. Everything's working fine. Bonus time. Always bonus time. Let's say that I'm going to retire this satellite. And then I remember, okay, I have this satellite. I create that password application. And then, okay, is that safe to keep that one up and running? I would like to remove that token or that access. Can I do that? Definitely yes. Just return to your email. Click on the 9 dots, accounts, security on the left menu. Search by app. You can just type app and then you see app passwords. And then you'll be able to see something like this. This is my satellite production. My satellite production is down right now. I just retired that server. I made a migration or whatever. I'm not gonna leave satellites for good, never, ever. But eventually I changed my machine. I changed the configuration. I changed the FQDN. I changed everything. Or even I don't remember the password anymore because I just copy and paste in that time frame. And right now I don't remember. So I lost my configuration and I need to recreate this password. Is that possible too? Yes. Definitely you can delete this one anytime. Just hit the button and now this is not gonna work anymore. Like if your satellite is still up and running and you came here and delete, whenever you go to your satellite and hit test, this email is not gonna come back because there is no such token anymore. There is no such password. This is not a valid configuration anymore. So what you have to do is just access your account once again and satellite production. We have a new password. I can come back to my satellite or go to a new satellite, for instance, paste my password. Let's close those here. Hit the button. See? Hit the button. Allow the notification. Subscribe in this channel. Whenever you hit the button and send the information, now we can see over here again, like 0 minutes. This is the message. The satellite server was able to send the email using the new password, and the new password will be here. So, okay, can I create like for satellite 2 on dev environment? Yes. New password, totally different from the one before. Can I create another one because I have my satellite 2 on lab environment? Definitely, yes, you can. Different password again. And again, anytime that you wish, you can come back. This works like a token. I can just delete this token or delete this password and I will be safe. I will be good to go. And using this kind of password, application password, there is no need to type any additional password or two-factor authentication. This is just a password that will be allowing your application to do this kind of connection. And at the end of the day, allowing your satellite to be able to send some email and keep you posted, updated about everything that is happening in your environment. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was not too long, but this content is very important. This is definitely going to help you to keep your eyes on different points of your satellite. Don't forget to subscribe in this channel if you're not yet subscribed. Also, feel free to join us in our Discord channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.